Hey guys, welcome back to this series. This is part 3 and we're finally going to do some decorating into this already quite chunky, a little bit grungy and mostly eclectic junk journal. So for part 2 we did reinforce the pages and also connect some of the handmade papers that I wanted as page. And so for this part, I mentioned in the previous video that I'm currently making another journal on the side to kind of see how the process of doing things, my process of making things. And I realized that I don't have a specific order. Like I don't, for example, start by, I don't know, putting pockets and then making ephemera. I just do what I feel like doing at the moment. And for the purpose of this video and this series, I will try to do step by step. And so today I decided to make pockets and maybe add some ruffles and just show you like the possibilities for making pockets and for making ruffles. And yeah, let's just start. Go ahead, and I will suggest you to have, or maybe we could do first the collages parts, because I just realized that, sorry, I didn't think about that too much before I filmed. I just put the camera on and just started filming, but I'm thinking sometimes the pockets overlap the collages and that gives some interesting pages as well. So I think it would be best to start collaging onto some pages and maybe add some coffee stains or stuff like that, just to prepare kind of the page for pockets and ephemera. Yeah, that sounds better actually, so I'm going to do that. Just a little suggestions if you're crafting with me. I love to have like a specific bin or basket of some sort where I put some pre-selected pieces of like collage bits, and that's just because I have so much. I have a whole drawer filled with all sorts of scraps, and that's just too overwhelming. And then I don't like to put the drawer on the table, so I just like to kind of go through the drawer first before starting that, and then select some things. It can be completely random. It can be, you can have already some ideas, and this is actually the tray. Yeah, that's the word. The tray that I have for this, and you can see it's really like random, and some pieces I have stained with paints and coffee, and it's just random stuff. This I love because, well, obviously I cut some heart shapes and I love the negative side. And that's what I usually do. Actually, I just flip the pages when I have a piece, and then if I find a spot that looks more like something I would do. And actually I quite like it here. So this is kind of fun because it's also wedding invitation, so, you know, hearts, wedding. And remember, we're trying to achieve a very eclectic and kind of grungy collaged look, so yeah, it doesn't have to make like a sense. Yeah, I just do like so. This is more like me, like trying to, like flipping through the pages and see if I hold a piece, see if I can put it somewhere. That's, yeah, that's better. Having my cup of coffee. Actually, I realized that there's not much in this, not much interesting things in this tray, but that's also the point, is to get your scraps out and try to make something interesting out of it, even though it's, you know, a blank piece of paper or, you know, packaging. Yeah, and speaking of packaging, I have this tea box part, and I kept it because the inside part was interesting, and maybe we'll do something with that. I have some wrapping paper. Let's see if we can. Okay, I'll try to have a piece here to put some glue onto it. I'm just gonna grab this. I have all sorts of random things on my desk, and yeah, this is a magazine page because I was harvesting some magazines yesterday. I just felt like cutting things, and this I wanted crooked for some reason, so I'm just gonna glue it crooked. Then what is that? This is great little piece of, yep. And yeah, the goal is not to think about the things too much. It has to be quite, you have to work with your instinct, I'd say. At least this is what works best for me. I don't have a formula or any sorts of, you know, guideline in mind. I just want to use up my scraps, and so I'll find a way to use them up. This, I have no idea. I think it was part of a... sorry, I was just reading. The person, I think it's from a school notebook, and the person circled a stained and just wrote, "It's a stain." I think it's quite funny. Yeah. I don't know. I'll try to speak a little while I am doing this, because otherwise it's gonna be a long video. Oh, another thing. Here's you recognize these cigar labels, and if you have, you know, ephemera like this one, which are a little bit worn, and you know, or maybe you don't know how to use it because of the colors, the shape, or whatever, always try to think about it as a collage piece, like just like a scrap piece, I mean. And for this one, for example, I don't like this side. I will just flip it because there's this interesting number here, and just use it because it has an odd shape. So I will use it as a collage piece. I'm filming the 1st of November, and I hope to be releasing the video the same day. I hope you had a great Halloween. In France, it's not a big thing. Usually, I mean, depending on where you are, you will not find any decoration for Halloween, or children will not trick or treat. And so yesterday was no exception. I live in a small village right now, and there was nobody, and nothing happened, and I was alone in my house, and I just slept. I just went to bed. the same time, and nothing happened, and it was kind of sad, but you know, it's how it is here. So I love to see on Instagram like all your Halloween and fall decor. Especially I love the primitive Halloween decor. I love this style. And yeah, alright, so I hope you had a great Halloween. And if you find that a piece look a little bit odd alone, you can still add some you know, layers. Like for example, here we have the tiniest scrap, and just put it on top of this one. Yeah. And if it still looks odd, then add another one. I think it looks a little weird. It's really intimidating to film your process because it doesn't feel, you know, as natural, and I'm sure you know what I mean. I really try to be interesting. It's difficult. Thank you so much if you've been following along so far. Thank you for your suggestions. I've had a few feedback, and I really appreciate it because I don't know, I feel like I'm a newbie at those things. I'm so sorry I don't give you like quick results and stuff, but this is truly how it works for me. It can go for hours like this, and this is also what brings me joy, so I enjoy taking my time to do that. And what is that? This braille paper is beautiful, but it's a bit boring because the way I folded it, you cannot really see the braille. There's only a piece here, so I'm just going to add something. Well, we could make this piece overlap. Yeah, let's do that. And use all the scrap. Someone asked me yesterday, and I was so happy. Someone messaged me and asked if I would, if I had a leather cover to share, so to make a similar junk journal, and I think that gave me the idea to actually sell some journaling packs that are in a similar vibe. Sorry, I got distracted, but I was saying that the person asked if I had some leather covers to share, and I do, and I would love to create some ephemera packs in the similar style of, you know, this journal, sorry. I would love to create something and put it on my coffee shop because I do have an account there. I haven't started putting things yet, but I'm planning to share my journals there now, from now on, because I haven't been enjoying Etsy at all. And yeah, I mean, for so many reasons, and I think you probably have an idea why, but I've had purchased on Coffee before, and I think it's fine. Like, I think it could be, it's a nice platform. I just need to get used to it. I'm not very good at social media and just technology stuff. I don't know why. I think because I don't like it, I just don't get it. So yeah, I don't know why I tore this piece, but okay. So yeah, I was saying that I will share my journals there from now on, and I will put a link to my Coffee because yeah, I have it now set up, and I'm planning to share some eclectic journaling packs with you guys. If you're interested, you can check it out. It's not gonna be like right now, but I'm working on it. So that would be so cool if you crafted along with me, like with one of those packs. That would be so cool. Yeah, I don't know. So let me know what you think, and if you'd be interested, what kind of stuff would you like to see in this pack. And you know, I'm just adding some, well, you could journal before, but this is even better. You have lines. This I'm not happy with. This looks odd, so let's make it even more odd. No, I don't know right now. Even though it's kind of messy, it's not kind of, it's messy, I hope you still enjoy the process. Yeah. And I hope you can find even just a little bit of inspiration. That would be so cool to me. And okay, I haven't glued a lot of things. I feel I just kind of rambled and what did glue with some things here. Also that one. This piece. Here we need something. And I feel I have this ephemera that is I don't know, it was torn and there have been some writing, and I kind of like this one. It says eggs and beef. I don't know. Yeah, beef, I guess. And I want this part to show with the little drawing of the egg. And yes, I'm choosing this one over that header, which is, I don't know, maybe more interesting for everyone. So let's just put it right near the fold, like so. Yep. Yep. That is fine with me. What else? We have some. This is antique French deed paper document. I mean, and well, these are always good for collaging. Don't be afraid to not always collage, you know, like I do right now, like near the borders and straight, you know. You can try to put things a little bit crooked, and you know, I especially like this piece here because it does stick a little bit. That's okay. and it does add a little something. I don't know what you think, but also have some of this parchment paper. Let's see if we can do something about that one. Yeah, let's put this piece here, and let's just glue things down. This is good because this will reinforce the side of this one as well, because it's a bit fragile. If you craft along, would you guys send me some pictures of what you're doing? That would be so awesome. Like, I'll put my social media in the description box, and I don't know, nothing makes me happier than knowing that I can even like inspire even a little bit someone else. Okay, I have this paper tape here. Let's see if we can use this somewhere. Yes, we can. This, I tried yesterday to do something with that, and actually, I don't know, it's like some waxed. And I thought it would like curl a little, but actually it didn't, at least onto the paper that I was sticking it to yesterday. But let's just try to put one piece. It adds a little, well, it does curl on itself when I apply the glue, but once I stick it, I realize, well, it didn't do that so much. Yeah, and it adds a little bit of an edge look, and I'm just going to put another piece here. Like random. Yeah, I think, am I on frame? Sorry about that. Next, okay, let's take everything out of this tray instead of always rummaging through it, like so. Now, some of the pieces I know I won't be using will go back. What is that? This is not going here right now. This is another piece here. Oh, this is an interesting collage piece. We could use it somewhere. We could use it as an ephemera, just tuck it somewhere, but let's put it as a collage piece. Let's do something about this. Yeah. This is an ephemera piece that I got from Donkey Journals a while back. I still have some. I don't want to cover these moths too much, so I'm just gonna put the bigger side on this one, on this page. So you have some sort of stamps here on this page, and that's kind of neat. Next. No. Oh, this I found in my stash. I'm not sure what it is. It's like a tape, and it has some golden details. It's really old, and I'm going to add some of this for sure. Let's make a border somewhere here, for example. Do this like so. Oh, and I'm also trying to I have a few digitals left over from, you know, things I've printed, and I want to use them up. I really want to focus. I love digitals, but I love even more using things that are already out there, you know, like used magazines and used books and stuff like that. I think there's so much sources for images and interesting fonts and stuff like that that we don't necessarily need. Of course, if you don't find the book that has the most beautiful images, that can be tricky, but that's what is interesting, I think, is to find the beauty in the kind of common stuff. I don't know if that makes sense, but I really want to focus on using packaging and you know, just reuse. That's what I mean. Sorry, it's not really clear when I speak, but reuse things is what I want to do. And yeah, that's it. So I'm just trying to this, I know I will be making a pocket out of it, so, but I'm just trying to use things up. And this is a beautiful digital by Lydia at Raindrop Layla. And let's just add this piece here. I know we already collaged this, but that's what is interesting. We have the packing tape in the middle, the collage, and then another piece here. And another, it's not really a tip, but instead of cutting everything always, you can just fold it on the other page, and even though it's the slightest, like it's the tiniest bit, it can add a little something. Not in this case, because this is still weird. I need to figure something out for this, but we'll find something. Oh, this I want to add somewhere. This is packaging, vintage packaging for some vintage stationery. Oh, I think someone is coming. I'm sure you can guess who it is. Did you hear that? It's Leon the Pirate. Qu'est-ce qu'il fait? We're talking a lot together. Qu'est-ce que tu fais, toi? Hello. Coucou. Well, that's my copy. Hello. This is the final result so far, but I just wanted to say a few things because I know I forgot to talk about these things, is that you can use scraps, like even just a piece of blank paper, for example. You could add it on top of another collage or just on a corner on a page. This will allow you, when you're done with the journal, this will allow you to have a small writing space, to add a title, to have like, you know, a small area where you can, yeah, add a title or something, a date. So that's always interesting to add. I also added this piece. This was a piece that I stamped. I cleaned a stamp onto, and so I thought the stamp was interesting. Here's what I'm talking about, the small pieces of papers that are laying around your desk. Just glue them down, don't think too much about it. Here it gives some like interesting colors to the page, and you know, you could add a date here and it's kind of highlighted in a way. Also, if you find some interesting magazine images, you know, magazine that you've read and you want to harvest the images that you find pretty inside, then you can just glue them down. You know, you can make ephemera with, of course, but you can also just stick them down if there are small details like this one. This lady I thought was beautiful, so I just glue her down. Same goes for the artworks from books. This one I just it just happened to be on my desk, and so I thought it was pretty. So I just glued it down and it looks good. This is the backing of a junk envelope. I added a piece of this plate from a book and some scraps here and there. Then small scraps again from, you know, pages and, you know, random stuff. And the goal here, for me at least, was to put as much interest to the pages with small bits of paper that you would otherwise throw away. This is a painting from Degas, and this is just pretty. And again, this is actually from a newspaper, or a magazine rather. And I just think the colors go well, so I just put it again, just glue it down. And I could have made it into an ephemera, but I don't know. I just felt it could be part of the page. And later on we could add a pocket here, so that would be just a background, and add another ephemera and layer things a little bit. A photograph, some digital bits, and yeah, this is what I've made so far. I will see you back for part 4 now, and we'll be adding some pockets, tucks, and probably some ruffles as well. So thank you guys so much, and see you next time. Bye bye.